Hi everybody, welcome back to Crandall Reviews. I'm Matthew Crandall, taking a spoiler-free look at the new Steven Spielberg flick, Ready Player One. I've got a giveaway on this video. If you make a comment telling me what character you would be in the Oasis, any pop culture character can be your avatar, who would you choose? Hit the comments, let me know. You can win a copy of Brad Bird's The Iron Giant on Blu-ray. Iron Giant, of course, is featured prominently in Ready Player One. I'm going to touch on stuff that's in the trailers. If it's in the trailers, I don't consider it a spoiler, like the Iron Giant being in this movie. Now, I read the book a few years ago, really enjoyed it. Wasn't perfect, but it was good and entertaining. I knew that there was going to be some challenges adapting this to the screen, and they have really handled them well. Streamlined the story, improved the third act, and this movie is just fun from start to finish. There's a few little lulls, but for the most part, this is big budget blockbuster popcorn Steven Spielberg back in form that we haven't seen him in a while. Most of this movie takes place in a computer generated virtual reality world called the Oasis, where our characters go to escape reality, where they can be anything they want, they can do anything they want. Within this Oasis, there is a contest. Whoever finds 3 magic keys to unlock this Easter egg will get control over the Oasis. Our leads, Wade Watts, Artemis H, are all trying to win this contest and stop the evil corporation IOI, led by Ben Mendelsohn, from taking control and basically turning their fun, free, open world Oasis into a corporate greed machine that would just suck all the fun out of it. 85% of this movie takes place within the Oasis and is computer generated, and it takes a while to get used to that world, but after the first 15 minutes or so, you'll slowly be drawn in. 15% is like live action, but most of this is animated, and that gives Spielberg the freedom to create some fantastic action sequences that have tons of characters from your favorite old movies, video games, all showing up in a Wreck-It Ralph for adults, Lego movie kind of way. But it's never distracting, and it never feels cynical like Warner Brothers said, you know what, we want to move more Iron Giant movies. You got to put the Iron Giant in. You got to make sure that the characters from Mortal Kombat show up because we want to sell more Mortal Kombat videos and games. It all feels organic, like the people who made this movie love those things and put them in because it's what they wanted to see on the big screen. We get an incredible race with some cars that we see in the trailer, and you'll know that the DeLorean time machine from Back to the Future makes an appearance. And Alan Silvestri has done the score for this movie. He did the score for the Back to the Future movies, and this score captures that essence. It feels like a grand sweeping score from the 80s, and we get a few familiar music cues that just slapped a smile on my face. The 80s pop soundtrack is great. Lots of awesome music cues. And I got invested in these characters more so in the computer generated Oasis world than you do in the real world. But when we do get some real world stuff in the third act and more people start showing up, it's a lot of fun. This movie is very funny in parts. It's got those great pop culture references, but it doesn't rest on them. This is a movie that tells a story, and if you took a lot of those references out, and it wasn't just a who's who of pointing and looking, it would still work as a fun adventure story. It's got a few sentimental moments, but it's basically just a popcorn blockbuster with some of the best action you've seen in a while. There is some swearing, and there is an F-bomb that the audience went crazy for, and there are a few scary moments. I don't want to spoil it, but they go into a very scary setting. So it's definitely more like for the PG-13 crowd, but if you're a fan of just movies in general, 80s movies and current video games and past video games, you are going to have a blast watching all of these characters show up and tell this really fun adventure story with Spielberg's eye for dynamic action, the way he has choreographed the mayhem in the final battle where so many cool people show up. And it's just exhilarating, and it hasn't been a long time since Steven Spielberg has been this playful and this fun, and he's got an endless supply of toys in his sandbox to bring Ready Player One to life. in a way that just feels vibrant and fun and energetic. And even though this movie is 2 hours and 20 minutes, it just flew by. I sat there laughing, having a great time, and just wowed by the spectacle on display here. I saw it in IMAX. It's absolutely a must for IMAX. There is so much to take in. People are going to make 2-hour-long Easter egg videos of this movie and barely scratch the surface. But if you're looking for something fun, energetic, and not cynical, it's not just a corporate cash grab or a commercial. This is an interesting and well-told adventure story from one of the best masters of popcorn blockbuster cinema. I am just so glad that this worked out and ends up being a great, fun time at the movies. Ready Player One. Go check it out. Let me know in the comments if you're going to see it. Again, let me know your favorite avatar that you would use, and you can win a copy of The Iron Giant. And as always, thanks a lot for watching, and never feed your mogwai after midnight.